After seeing the video, I can't side with her, and this, sadly, just shows how hard victims have to fight in order to be believed. Baldoni's team have released video evidence of a scene that is described in both complaints, so let's compare them side by side and see who is telling the truth. Lively's complaint alleges that during the scene, Baldoni did not act in character. He spoke out of character as himself. He dragged his lips from her ear down her neck and said, "It smells so good." None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script. When Lively later objected to this behavior, Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." Baldoni alleges he continued to try to bring them back into character, and that Lively continued to break character and speak as herself, not Lily. Lively wouldn't stop talking, and he was instructed to somehow get her to stop. The video shows that none of this is true. Throughout the entire 9-minute video, not once does Baldoni instruct Lively to stop talking, nor does he ask her to return to character. In fact, only one line of dialogue is delivered in character in the video, and Baldoni offers almost no direction throughout the entire video. Now, Baldoni's complaint alleges he was trying to give her direction. He says that Lively said she and her husband like to keep talking and talking and talking, that Baldoni and the assistant director disagreed. In an attempt to get her to take his direction, Baldoni offered up that he and his wife often like to stare into each other's eyes silently, to which Lively replied, "Like sociopaths." Let's see how that actually played out.
God only knows and they win!
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
staring. You just stare.
Literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. We just literally look at each other and
I found a sociopath.
And then time stops.
Yeah.
But that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
It was Baldoni, not Lively, who offered up that she and her husband like to talk, and initiated a conversation discussing their personal relationships. And rather than Lively just saying, "like sociopaths," she was responding to Justin acknowledging that behavior would be terrifying to her. There is nothing about this that suggests he is trying to give her direction, especially since it was Baldoni who broke the silence he says he was trying to capture to start the conversation in the first place. And if it was direction, why is he trying to get her to do something he acknowledges would make her extremely uncomfortable? And this isn't the only part that Baldoni's complaint completely misrepresents. Lively apologized for the smell of her spray tan and body makeup. Baldoni said it smells good and continued acting. Again, let's see how that played out.
Let's score another.
I'm not getting beard on you today.
I'm probably getting spray tan on you.
It smells good.
Well, it's not that. It's my body makeup.
And they win! They won!
All right, cut. I think we got plenty.
Yes, we
Slow
do.
mo.
Lively does not apologize for the smell, nor does she invite him to comment on how she smells. Baldoni again crosses boundaries. In the next section, Baldoni alleges that Lively joked about his nose and suggested he get plastic surgery. Lively tugged them out of character again and began to joke about Baldoni's nose, which he laughed off and joked in turn, even as Lively joked that he should get plastic surgery. Lively alleges Baldoni inappropriately commented on her physical appearance. It was the other way around. So let's watch.
I feel so nosy.
I know.
Noses.
And my nose is so big.
Yes, I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that.
Yeah.
And then,
Cut.
just kidding.
No, it's true. That's why we hired Jenny Slate too. Our noses are.
Again, it is Baldoni, not Lively, who initiates and jokes about his big nose, which Lively carries on the joke, perhaps too far, but Baldoni again escalates and comments inappropriately about the physical appearance of another cast member, saying the reason they hired Jenny Slate to play his sister is because her nose matches his. And remember, his team put this video out there thinking it makes him look good. Baldoni's defense is that he would never make inappropriate comments about a cast member, and then put out a video showing him making inappropriate comments about a different cast member. But not only does this video completely shred Baldoni's version of events, it also validates Lively's claims. The scene is entirely unscripted and improvised, and there is no intimacy coordinator on set. Baldoni is essentially just doing whatever he feels like with shockingly little direction and a complete disregard for consent. But tellingly, there are some moments when Baldoni does stop to provide direction. One is when they need more crowd reaction shots, the other two are to direct and detail moments of increased intimacy.
And then let's just do one almost like super close.
Yeah.
Can you guys frame up on Sebastian, on you? Yeah. We'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
Ready and
I'm
lay
gonna
back.
get your head in there for a
Lay
second,
back.
and then I'll take it off. Like I'll try to kiss you and then I'll take it off.
Background.
Great.
I know you wanted to have.
That direction is entirely missing, however, when Baldoni is kissing or nuzzling her neck, which he does without any direction at all. So yes, it's entirely reasonable that without any forewarning, this would feel uncomfortable and unwelcome. Now, despite the fact that this video completely contradicts their claims, Justin's team have put it out there because the fact that Lively didn't react with immediate and visible disgust proves that this can't be sexual harassment, right? Not realizing that every single person who has been in this situation immediately recognizes how Lively pulls back, the gentle deflection, the redirection, and the forced laughter are all neon signs of obvious discomfort. Familiar to anyone who has had to deal with this in a professional setting and not be seen to be causing a fuss, which Lively's team called out. Any woman who has been inappropriately touched in the workplace will recognize Miss Lively's discomfort. They will recognize her attempts at levity to try to deflect the unwanted touching. No woman should have to take defensive measures to avoid being touched by their employer without their consent. I'm going to link to two of my mutuals who've already called this out, but it does bear repeating. Normally, Lively would work with an intimacy coordinator here to establish boundaries and make sure the scene is fully briefed and consented to beforehand. Wayfarer denied her that protection. Failing that, if Lively felt an actor was making her uncomfortable, she could talk to the director about it. Wayfarer denied her that protection. Her director is the same man making her uncomfortable. Lively could then maybe escalate to a producer to talk to them about feeling unsafe. But Wayfarer's leadership, Jamie Heath and Justin Baldoni, were also the producers. So she was again denied that protection. At every step, Baldoni was denying not just Lively, but the entire cast and crew, the multiple checks and balances that should be available to them. Which is bad enough, but Wayfarer was also her employer. Meaning, regardless of whether they felt the threat to her safety was justified or not, they, as her employer, had a duty to investigate and provide solutions. Again, Wayfarer denied her that protection. It's no surprise then that Lively then escalated to the 17 protections for return to production, which included no more improvising, closed sets, and an intimacy coordinator on set to supervise safety, along with empowering producers that were not Wayfarer to supervise safety on set, adding an additional experienced producer to supervise safety on set, as well as a Sony representative to supervise safety on set. The video confirms Lively's version of events and highlights the incredible lack of safety, direction, and consent present on set. And yet, even with video evidence confirming not just Lively's version of events, but that Baldoni has been intentionally manipulating and misleading everyone, we'll still take his word over hers, highlighting the impossible task that victims often face. Even when they are proven to be telling the truth, they still won't be believed.